Hello friends, and welcome back to another unboxing for Witch Casket, and this is June's box. So the theme for June is Earth Elements, and here's the little pamphlet for this month. Very excited to get into this one. I'm always excited when it comes to these boxes, so let's get started. So we have this lovely exclusive art print. It's much bigger than usual. Usually it's like A5 roughly. So yeah, this is a really nice square, earthy. There's like a witch walking through the forest. Very magical, very beautiful. I love those green tones. Then we have a tote bag. I am a sucker for a tote bag. It's a gathering bag, so maybe if you're doing some foraging in the woods, you can put all your bits and bobs in here. And it's got these mushrooms and plants all over the bag. This is so beautiful. I really like it. Another example of their quality items. It feels really nice. It's, you know, a decent size, beautiful artwork and purposeful. Okay, so we have the Bury It Ritual Kit. Okay, so this is a magical ritual to help you bury your past and move on. Let's get into this. Wow. Oh, okay, so we have a candle, a pencil. What is this? Rosemary, a piece of paper, and the instructions, which also feature some really gorgeous artwork as well, and the instructions on the other side. And it says, at the time when you feel relaxed and at peace, take the paper and note down the things you'd like to let go and leave behind. Wow. Light the black candle and visualise yourself moving on, empowered, free from those things you're letting go. Light the paper and allow it to burn in a flame retardant dish. Grind the ashes together with the rosemary. State in the following, and then you have the spell, and then it tells you what to do with the ash rosemary blend afterwards. That's lovely. I really like that idea. It's kind of that fresh new beginnings kind of vibe as well, which I mean, all here for. So absolutely love the idea of this spell. Oh, okay, we have a magical flower press. This is interesting. Okay, let's get into it. Oh wow, it's all like wooden and stuff. That sounded so bad. It's all like built together nicely. How cool is this? How does it work? That is stunning. First of all, let's just have a little look at the architecture of it. The design is beautiful. It's that recurring theme of the plants and the mushrooms on this beautiful wood. I feel like the idea of this wood and burlap, is that what it's called? Burlap bag. All kind of enhance that earthy element. So that is how it looks. And then the instructions on the box say, you place your chosen flower between the two pieces of whiteboard. You now have one prepared flower set. Okay. And place a brown curated buffer board either side. Ah, okay. So you do keep the cardboard that's inside. If you're pressing more than one flower, place a buffer board between each prepared flower set. Okay. Place inside the flower. Press and tighten the press so that it holds the flowers tightly. Allow 1 to 2 weeks for the drying process, and depending on the flower, maybe even longer, until the flower is completely dry. You can now use your dried flowers and your magical workings to decorate your book of shadows, etc. I love that idea, and I really enjoy the idea of like flower pressing, but I never knew like the correct method of how to do it, because I would like to put them in like books. Say for example, if you're reading out in the woods or something, really beautiful flower, and it's like, oh, that's going to remind you of the time you had to read in that book. I would love to just keep it and kind of have that memory in there forever. Now I can, so I love that. Something sparkly and shiny. Ooh, a candle. Okay, it's a gold candle. I'm not gonna know. Okay, I just want to undo the little knot. There we go. How do I get this thing out? Ooh, ooh, a gold candle. I'm sure there's a purpose for this somewhere, but that is a substantial candle. I don't know what else to say to it. I feel like you could probably like, yep, yes you can, engrave in the foil what you probably want to get rid of, maybe like that Bury It Ritual Kit, but a generous candle. I like the gold of it too. Next up we have, ooh, another little black baggie. And it says grimoire cards. that's interesting. Botanical grimoire cards. Oh, I'm loving the gold and black. The information on this says, these beautiful botanical cards were designed with love and positive energy, and with the modern witch in mind. We hope that you enjoy them and find them useful in your practice. Use them to represent their individual qualities on your altar. Incorporate them into spells and rituals. Add them to your books of shadows or grimoires. Mini divination aid. Pull a card to see what needs you need to focus on right now. Oh, amazing. So yeah, as you can imagine, it's got all these botanical plants on the card. So we've got like moss, for example, and it says using spells for purification and protection, burn as an incense to ward off negative energies, and then the main thing is purification. Then we've got fern for clarity, toadstools for fertility, rose hips for good fortune. These are absolutely stunning. I'd never heard of these kind of things before, these grimoire cards. I like them, and they're beautiful as well. Very, very pretty. Added bonus. Oh, I haven't seen any tea this time round. Do we not have a tea? Interesting. So we have our pin, which is usually at the top, but it probably slipped down to the bottom, and it looks like that is another one of the another one of the elemental signs. I'm really sad because for once I took my pins out on my lanyard for work, and I had my bookworm one and my mindful magic one. I've lost the mindful magic one. I don't know what happened to it. It slipped off, gone somewhere, never to be found again, and I'm really sad because I picked it because it was my favourite. It's like one of my favourites that I had from Witch Casket. And now it's lost and I want to cry a little bit. It's so sad. But yeah, this is healing that wound a little bit for me. It's absolutely stunning. It's got vines all over it, and their symbol for earth. And then on the back, we've got a beautiful little mushroom living its best life. We have our crystal of the month as well. Is this carnelian or tiger's eye or something? It's tiger's eye. So we have tiger's eye with the earth design on the front there, and it says it's the ultimate power stone and an amazing stone for success. Tiger's eye is grounding stone, believed to encourage personal empowerment, courage, charisma, willpower and clear thinking. It is also useful in setting boundaries and ensuring your own needs are recognised. I love that. I've quite a lot of tiger's eye now. I think one thing that would be really cool is if they included more, I don't mean rare stones, but less of the what's the word, like beginner stones, if you know what I mean, because I've got loads of tiger's eye, loads of clear quartz, loads of rose quartz, so it'd be nice to have a few more interesting different kind of stones, as long as it fits the purpose of the theme of the box, of course. But always happy to get a new stone into my collection. Then of course we have our scroll of the month, and I'm assuming it's going to give us some handy dandy spells, oopsie, for earth. Spells for earth, that sounded very convoluted. Right, let's get into this. Let's see. So it says the element of earth in magic. I love, love, love the designs of these again, as usual. So it says earth is the element of stability, nurturing, fertility, endurance and strength. Connect with this element in magical work relating to any of these subjects, or just when you feel you need to ground yourself and feel more at one with earth. Oh, so it tells you a bit about some plants and some crystals associated with earth and how it can help strengthen the spells that you want to do regarding the element earth. So love that. And yeah, we don't have a tea in here, which is very, very strange. But the last item that we have is a mortar and pestle, and this is how it looks. I think we've got a big one before from them, but how cute is this? Very wooden, again, keeping to that earthy, rich vibe. And this is how it looks. Absolutely stunning. Gorgeous, obviously helpful to break down any kind of plant, seeds, anything that you need to crush and make into a fine powder. So it says place your herbs in the mortar, hold in the mortar firmly, grind the rounded end of the pestle down onto the herbs and roll it against the mortar. Why do I keep saying motor? Mortar. While applying firm pressure. Grind until you've reached your desired consistency. Grind clockwise for attraction spells and counterclockwise for banishing spells. So that is it for June's Witch Casket. As usual, really enjoyed all the quality products included in here. I think one of my favourite things has to be the tote bag, because I'm a sucker for tote bags, and also the botanical grimoire cards, because that is so unique and different to me. I will say I really do miss the teas. I'm going to have to check to see if I just didn't, like, it was forgotten in my box, or if that just was a purposeful thing of not including them for whatever reason. But let me know if you got this box and what you thought about it yourself. But for now, I shall speak to you in another video soon. Bye! Thank you for watching.